In this lecture, we'll be talking about the allotropy. As in previous lecture, we have discussed isomerism, polymerism, and many more. Now, allotropy is basically the part of the crystalline structure in which an element shows us two or more than two structures of the crystalline element. Now, there's a thing element. You should note that the word element here is used, nor the compound nor the molecule. If we talk about the compound or molecule, so that's something else that does not refer to the molecule. Now basically here in the elements, in allotropy basically, there are two physical structures, like as I told you that allotropy is something that shows us two or more structures. So here the physical structure would be changed. That means there would be change in the structure, there would be change in the geometry, but there would be no change in the chemical properties. If we talk about the types of the allotropy, or we can say that example of the allotropy, so here we're going to talk about the allotropy of a sulfur. Now, as I said that allotropy is something that shows us two or more than two structures or more than two physical properties. So here the allotropy of sulfur is based on the crystalline and the amorphous structures. If we talk about the crystalline structures, as I told you that allotropy shows us more structures. So in the crystalline we have alpha structure and beta sulfur and alpha sulfur. But in the amorphous one we have gamma sulfur. Now you will be thinking that what are these? Let me tell you. So basically the word that I'm using, alpha sulfur and beta sulfur and gamma sulfur, are the allotropy of the sulfur. Now how we can differentiate it? We will be only talking about the crystalline solids. So let's discuss about the alpha sulfur and beta sulfur. Now basically the sulfur when is broken down, or we can say that sulfur when changes its state in the form of the crystalline solid, so there can be two possibilities, whether it can be in the rhombic form, that is termed as alpha sulfur, or whether it can be at the monoclinic form, that is referred to the beta structure. Now you'll be thinking that what are these terms? So basically these are the name of the structures. If we talk about the rhombic structure is an octahedral structure. And if we talk about the monoclinic structure, so monoclinic structure is a structure of a prism. Here you see that a single sulfur can make two structures, rhombic structure and monoclinic structure. That is definite allotropy. Now if we talk about the, we can say that physical chemical properties. So here if when we talk about the alpha structure or alpha one, so its color is like pale yellow, something like this. And if we talk about the beta sulfur, its structure has a color of dark golden. So that's an also difference. So here we can see that these two are the allotropies. The alpha structure is stable at the room temperature, while the beta structure is unstable at room temperature. Now here again chemical properties has been changed, but still the physical properties does not change. This is called the allotropy. If we talk about the gamma sulfur, so basically gamma sulfur refers to the plastic that we use, because amorphous solid does not have any definite shape. But I am just telling you, just because it is also an allotropy of the sulfur in the form of the amorphous solid. And it is also stable at room temperature. So basically, here it is the allotropy. I hope that it is now clear to you that what is allotropy. Bye-bye.